Hello everyone, welcome to episode 47 of Pokémon Prism. In the last episode, we made it through Silk Tunnel to Wayward City, a crime-infested town. And in this episode, we're going to be taking a look, exploring, facing a Pokemon gym leader if they got one. Wayward City Paleoseismology Lab. I aced that the first time, that's crazy. People buried some strange orbs in Naljo. While buried, the orb's powers flowed through the plates for several kilometers. But once they were dug up, the plates were suddenly without their powers. This caused the plates to shift, which led to very large earthquakes. The first orb was found 5 years ago, which triggered an earthquake up in Johto. Goldenrod City was destroyed, but I hear they're almost done rebuilding everything. Interesting. I wonder if we can explore that. Explore the, I guess, ruins of Johto. Ruins of Goldenrod. When an earthquake is about to hit, we send a warning to everybody so they can get somewhere safe. Fortunately, we can't detect them as early as other natural disasters. I remember learning about that actually in school, in like 8th grade geology, how it's like, you really don't have a lot of time to warn people about earthquakes, and earthquakes especially are something where the more advanced warning you can give, the better. Down here, we have Route 52 that leads to Seashore. We have this Route 1 remix, which actually sounds really good. But we don't have any business there yet. We have this mart here. Before we go into the mart... Oh, it's you. Is this a fight? I'm just reflecting on our history of failure. To think it all started here, in this city. Before I came along, the mighty Red Patroller took over Team Rocket, until some kid named Brown put a stop to that. For the last half-decade, he's been trying to pick up the pieces. But now, the rest of the Palette Patrollers want nothing to do with our ambitions, I guess. It's all up to me. Let me see if you're good enough to become an honorary patroller. My team has grown since last time. I did not realize we were gonna have another fight with Palette Blue. I have a Veronius in my party. This might not go well. So we start by tracing inner focus. I'm gonna survive a poison jab. Okay, wait, I want to be honest, I was sitting back that whole time just going, yep, it's over. But we prevail where Crobat cannot. 7 levels down. That is the power of stat experience. Out next comes Tentacruel. This might be a bad idea. It was worth a shot. I think Lydia is the best bet here. Tentacruel's almost down. That poison jab is... I don't remember how that works out in my... Okay, not very effective. Very effective, and we didn't get poisoned. That was the part where I was fully expecting, like... Poison damage makes the difference, makes all the difference. Having a rematch with the blue Palette Patroller, super cute. Whoa! Moldbreaker Rampardos, look at this guy. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. Cute. Ooh. We stay in on this turn? That's disappointing. Monroe has to, Outrage Monroe, obviously. Has to be the one. Rampardos gets taken down. Gets beast moded on. And then we have Metagross. I'm scared. I'm gonna swap into Veronius, because I've got a funny little idea. We resist Meteor Mash, and it does get the attack raise, but 20 levels down, we can go for some good damage. Look at that. That was actually much better than I was. Yikes. Gonna have to be Dean here going for crunches. I'm not going for strength, huh? But, whoa, that did way more than I thought it was going to. The way I was seeing it, both of us are gonna be super... That's very disappointing. But I wanted to swap in. Okay, and I'm not faster. I don't think we went. Oh, wait. Never say never. Never say never. Metagross is crazy. If I didn't have Veronius, if I'd have known, I thought he was just gonna be sweet and be like, to think, you know, this is where it all started. And that's like it. I didn't expect this. Oh. I just fell on my own sword. Jade is going to be learning Burning Mist. I'm interested to see if it's better than Steel Eater. And I think it will be good. That gives me an answer for fire type, you know, Pokemon. Or Jade. And Palette Blue starts with a Crobat. We already knew that. What we are going to do is what we did before. Setting up to not get knocked out. Oh, okay. That already puts a damper on my plans. And that's a double damper. Calm Mind. How'd I do that? Round 3. Round 3, the third time's the charm. Third time is literally the charm. And we don't even have to beat him right now. I sure would like to, but I don't have to. No poison. No poison is good. Down goes Crobat. And next, we have Tentacruel. I already tested my luck here and did not beat it. So, we swap into Lydia now. It'll get its yucks, it'll get its poison jab. That we tank and don't get poisoned. That is, again, exactly what we need. With 2 Hyper Voices, it'll go down. If Lydia gets poisoned, it's not the end of the world yet. Tentacruel goes down. This is already better. We swap into Monroe here. I think I was being a little bit too reactive last time, and I'm being more proactive this time, and that is what's going to make the difference. With 2 Surfs. Dose Surfs. Rampardos. No? Yeah. An idea. You don't have to like it. Just please don't hate it. Rampardos goes down. Lydia grows to level 64. Monroe's gonna grow to level 65. Love, 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 love. And the moment we've been waiting for. I'm gonna swap into Calliope to tank the Meteor Mash and then get a free switch. Hello? Okay. That's fine. That's okay. Critical hit. Critical hit super effective on Calliope, by the way. That means Lydia is not going to be faster. If I want to do anything here, if I want to have a good chance, I can't just flamethrower it. I'm gonna have to Will-O-Wisp it. I would not have done Metallurgy. So, okay, we know it knows Meteor Mash, Metallurgy, Agility, and another move. Then Headbutt. We already saw that. Yeah, even with a crit, Metagross becomes so much more manageable with a burn. That is exactly what we needed. I think it's a good answer to have Will-O-Wisp because our team is a little bit more physically frail than specially frail. Even then, I don't think our team is particularly frail in either regard, but still, I can see both sides. And last but not least, we have Vaporeon. Oh, Hydro Pump got up. That's okay. That's okay. Dean is strong. You know who's stronger? Jade. Oh my god. We're getting 70% chance, by the way. 70% chance, by the way. Are you joking? Are you joking? I don't have any sympathy anymore. I was like, alright, I'm playing in Vaporeon's face a little bit, but that's fine. No longer. Goodbye. Oh. I mean, not that. I'm charmed. No, Vaporeon, please don't go. Down goes Vaporeon. Everyone's getting XP. And down goes Palette Blue. Hey now, you have my respect. Now that you're an honorary Palette Patroller, you like to wear our gear, you certainly look spiffy in the span. I mean, garb. Interested? Looking good. The suit's on tight, so if you want to take it off, you'll have to visit the salon in Ochalis City. However, I don't see why you'd want to take it off. I didn't ask to be put back in the suit. Hey buddy, I know you really want to be in the pallet patroller suit. I guess I'll take it off at the end of the episode. That's crazy though. Me and him, 2 peas in a pod. Us we are. We have Route 64 this way. The Western Docks. To the left, we have the Naljo border with the Akania Docks and Hayward City right here. I think that only really leaves the mart then. Yeah, as far as in Hayward City proper, there's no gym leader by the looks of things. Welcome to the Southland Mall. Oh, that's kind of cute. It has like an actual name. Like I would expect like an actual place to like be called the Southland Mall. Like that just, you know, it's not like the Poke Bonanza Mall Extraordinaire. Max Repel is mankind's greatest invention. I could not agree more. I was playing Poke MMO and the amount of Zubats in Johto is so nauseating and I'm so over it. Okay, so these guys kind of just have the essentials. Grass rings are not, yeah, you are wasting money by making grass rings instead of just buying leaf stones. That's crazy. That is really crazy. Okay. Please come again? I never will. This store's gone 3 days without people arguing. What? This store's gone 3 days without people arguing over shoes. Is this like a joke I don't get? Why are people so obsessed with shoes? Must play video games! That's me when I was a little kid. I'm not even gonna lie. A little bit of everything as far as the status healing items here. Where did the video games go? They are in Spurge City now. This floor used to sell video games. Okay, everyone's talking about the video. I hear you. Go away! I almost have the high score! Ugh. I used to hate it. Like, the, video game obsessed characters being like, oh, I'm hacking into the mainframe. I'm so thankful that they sell repels here. I never go into caves without them. But I have grown really fond of the characters in shows and anything that are like, I'm gaming. I'm at the point of loving it. Got any cash? My Pokemon need their vitamins. You're a gentleman and you're broke. Heck? My Pokemon loves these enhancers. I'm not sure why. Is it gear? We have the X items. And HP up, protein, iron, carbos, and calcium. X accuracy works well with low accuracy moves. True, but I've never really used the X items. That girl there is trying to get rid of her orbs. If I were her, I'd hold on to them. Yo. Here we have the vending machines with freshwater, soda pop, and lemonade. Does it take money out of my? Yeah, it does. It just makes more sense to buy it in Spurge City so you're not having to deal with all the constant messiness. Oh, hello. I'm looking for some special eggs. Not Pokemon eggs, but secret eggs. They're difficult to find. If you find one that I want, I'll give you a shiny orb I received 5 years ago from some trainer. The trainer later became the Rijon champion, but he vanished a year later. You don't have any eggs that I want. Come back when you do. I think we just might, but not right now. I want to save all of that stuff to the post game. I want everything else taken care of first. And speaking of taking care of everything, I think our best option is going to be to go through Route 64 and get our clothes off. And since we've gone from just being in the routes and doing, you know, our normal, or from being in the city, doing our normal stuff to this, I figure it's a good time to go back to talking about my experience with Pokemon. Pokemon! I love that that's how they always say it in like the anime and everything. Like no one's calling it that, but we will somehow let you get away with it. Level 38 routes is crazy. But after I fell back into... Whoa, I didn't even realize there were branches here. It looks kind of messed up, but kind of cool. After falling out of it and then getting back into it with Ultra Moon, I played Platinum and Pearl at the same time, and my idea was that I wanted both of the teams to kind of mirror each other. So in Platinum, which I beat, loved, and top 3 Pokemon game, probably. It's probably Platinum, and then Heart Gold, and then the third is kind of whatever I'm feeling on any given day. I try not to pick favorites. Route 64, Naljo border at Akinia Docks, Wayward City over here. We can rock smash this. No, we can't. We will, though. And now that we're at the Naljo border on this side, I'm gonna use a Super Repel and walk around. We have TM83 Light Screen. That is good to have. TM82 or 84 is probably gonna be Reflect, and I was very obsessed with having a light screen or, you know, that kind of user, but we don't have it. Oh, none of my Pokemon have Fly. Alright, I guess I'm walking. So in Platinum, I used a team of Roserade, Magmortar, Staraptor, Empoleon, Luxray, and Alakazam. To this day, Empoleon is my favorite Sinnoh starter and one of my favorite final evolutions, period. I love it so much. It's not just because, you know, it has a unique typing, and that's cool, that's good and all, but everything about it, I think it hit at the right time for me to be like, this is awesome. And in Pearl, I used a team with Weavile, Raichu, coming back again, Bronzong, Infernape, Gyarados, and Crobat. I wanted both of them to have one trade Pokemon, and to have traded those Pokemon between each game in order to get it. So, Weavile and Magmortar. I did also end up having an Alakazam, but that's just the way things go sometimes. People talk about how Pokemon Pearl is really unforgiving, and I do agree, but I got through it fine with enough time and with enough paying attention. After I beat both of those games, I then moved on to Pokemon Blue. It was my first time ever playing it, and I never finished it. I played it in between, you know, shifts at my first job. I would just hop in to like a cozy area before we were open, or after we were closed, or like even just on like a 10-minute break, and chip at it away little by little. I don't love it. I also played it on the 3DS, which might have hindered my ability to enjoy it a little bit. But it was still like a good experience in the way that I'm happy to have done it. Here we are at the salon. Unhappy with the way you look? Yes, actually. This is the look I want. Come again. Now that we're back in region, finally. Now that we're officially at a point where we can carve a straight line back to Naljo, there is something I want to do before ending the episode. It's kinda uneventful, but I figure it might be nice. Let's walk down to the mart here and buy some leaf stones. I think 11 is how many we're gonna need. That's so much money. After Pokemon Blue, and by after Pokemon Blue, I mean after I gave up on Pokemon Blue, because realistically I wasn't ever going to finish it, I got Pokemon Shield, and I really wanted not to, because I was like, with the Dexit and honestly all of the controversies, I just didn't really want to dip back into it, but I did. I did, and I'm happy I did, because of the games on the Switch, it's the second best behind Pokemon Legends Arceus, and obviously, you know, ZA is going to come out soon and probably significantly outperform it. Now that we're here, I want to make some rings. You must be level 4 to use fire rings, so we're just going to get started mashing through all of the grass rings we can make and level ourselves up a bit. In Pokemon Shield, I used a team with Maractus, who is one of my favorite Pokemon, Drifblim, and that Drifblim is going to be very similar to another one we're going to see, Cooperajah, Inteleon, Bisharp, and Snom. I really like Snom's design too. I like all of their designs. If I'm using a Pokemon, it's more so because I like what they have going on than anything else. In that time, in between Shield, after I finished it, I also played Pokemon Coliseum. It was fun. But Pokemon Legends Arceus is the Pokemon game that, ever since I stopped being a kid, I've put the most time into. Oh, and I did it all. I'm still level 2. I wish there was a faster way to get to region. I wish you could just press select on the fly menu. If I press select here, it would just show up. My Pokemon Legends Arceus team was also when I started to think about more of how I wanted to get back into making YouTube videos. And the team reflects that insofar as I think it has the kind of team that is similar to something I would do now. Where I have Empoleon again, because I love Empoleon. I try not to do like a one strike rule of like if I've used a Pokemon ever, I can't use it again. I like to have a blend. I used Vespiquen, Mr. Mime, because of course, Raichu, Typhlosion, and Sneasler. I actually, even then, I had made the Clownery channel by the time that I was thinking more seriously about what I wanted to do as far as content creation goes and all of that. And I'm very happy that I went through with it, because I love making Pokemon teams, and I love showing off Pokemon and not just doing the same kind of rote, like, what? I don't even know how to say something that makes fun of it. I'm just like, Pokemon is actually really scary. Or like, I don't even know, just the kind of like, no one's saying anything different at this point. We're all just saying the same stuff. But as you can see from the theme, I haven't bought most of the Pokemon games I've gotten myself. And outside of PC gaming, that's kind of the same for console gaming too. Part of it is that I was a kid for most of my life up to this point. Wait, okay, there's no way to access this water. I was like, wait, I didn't explore this. Because you can't. Last but not least, my Pokemon Violet team. I am still playing through Violet, not very quickly, because I don't really, I didn't love the DLC. I don't love the frame rate issues. I don't love a lot about it, but it's like junk food. Like, I literally can't stop playing it and interacting with it. Like, it hits my brain in a certain way. And I know that's such like a obnoxious, like twee way to put it, but it's true. It's true. And I really like the designs. Gen 9 has one of my favorite Pokedexes and one of my favorite like new designs as a set of anything that I've played. With that said, I used Skeledirge, a shiny Golduck. I actually used a Azumarill before I found that shiny Golduck. Frostmoth, a Bellibolt, a shiny Heracross that was actually the first shiny I ever found. It took me like 20 years before I ever saw a shiny Pokemon that wasn't just one that they hand to you like the red Gyarados, anything like that. And a Mismagius that inspired me to, you know, have Lydia in this game. Mismagius is... I slept on Mismagius, I will admit, but not anymore. After that, the rest is history. The only Pokemon games I've played since are Coral, which I did the Let's Play for, and Prism, which I'm doing the Let's Play for now. Obviously, you're watching. But most of them are... but I've also touched Flora Sky. I've gotten a little far in it, and I was just waiting to talk about it until push comes to shove. You never know. You never know what'll happen. It's a great big world. I'm just picked the wrong location. All that is to say that I completely understand people that fell out of love with Pokemon, and I hate to say it, but I understand people who pick a lot of the same Pokemon for each playthrough, because, I mean, To be entirely honest, I didn't realize, but I do too. We visited at least 3 Rijon cities. We've actually visited 5. Our maximum party level just hit 65. Yep, that's what I was waiting for. And our dueling level has increased. That means we still have some more battles to do. We have to find one of the secret Rijon items and get one of the Kanto starters, and then bingo is done. Or the first bingo boarding. Congratulations! You completed the 5th row. You won a max elixir. Yay! Congratulations! You completed the 3rd column. You won a white flute. The white flute lures wild Pokemon. Congratulations! You completed the 4th column. And all you get is a heart scale? Are you serious? That is so not worth it. That said, there are a lot of Pokemon I haven't used yet, and a lot of Pokemon with designs I love that are conspicuously absent from any of the teams I've ever used. And it's not lost on me that I hate Pikachu and I've used him 3 times. Or that I have a lot of experiences with Pokemon, and obviously I love Pokemon and this and all that, but I'm just one person. I'm just one person that's played, you know, most of the games only once and sometimes twice. I also played Pokemon Refined Gold, and it was pretty good, actually, I will say. If you haven't checked it out, it's the same person that made Refined Platinum, I believe. And it's a very nice, both quality of life, slight difficulty mod, and just general adjustment to Heart Gold. If you don't like these full region, full craziness Romhacks as much, Refined Heart Gold's where it's at. That said, welcome to the Battle Tower. Would you like to start a challenge? In the next episode, we're gonna take on the Battle Tower. Put it off for long enough, and we're at a good spot in region. See you guys then.